hated that job with passion. So I used to sit in that tuk-tuk. Of course, this is the tuk-tuk that is going to carry all the stuff, the cakes and the sandwiches to different places. So it was fun part.
Oh yeah, this is interesting. I didn't know this.
Yeah, hard work every day. You waking up and doing, and this is 6 days a week. You have 1 day off, not 2 days.
This is like 2000s where 5 days a week is still not a concept.
Not a concept.
It's still not a concept in India. I'm gonna call Indian hospitality out on that. Indian hospitality needs to get up on that. It's 5 to 12, so it's morning still. So good morning, everybody. Hello, everybody. So this time, there's a 4-year-old boy at an Indian wedding in Pune. He's sitting there watching waiters moving the food come out, watching people smile, and something clicks for him. All right, and then he wanted to spend his life creating that feeling. Now, this boy went on to win a Roux Scholarship, which is a scholarship in France on the hospitality side. Then the National Chef of the Year, all right. Then a Michelin Star at a restaurant in 16 months. 3 things. Then he walked away from all of it, the security, the reputation, the certainty, started again from scratch at a 15th century manor house. And then he got another Michelin Star over there within a year. 2. Hrishikesh Desai grew up in Pune, India, trained in Lyon, staged at the French Laundry under the chef Thomas Keller. Hi, Thomas, if you're listening to this. And built one of the most distinctive culinary identities in Britain. All right. But today I'm not going to try to get into that. We are going to go beyond this all accolades. The accolades are true, they're extraordinary, but let's talk to the man who we want to understand today. All right. The man who was once at a baker's basket, who woke up at 5 a.m. to line up the cakes with newspapers. The chef who thought he almost lost the national chef competition while he was cleaning the kitchen hours before he won it. Okay. Great feelings, great shit. I am having a little bit of goosebumps at this point. And the person who says hard work is fun and somehow means it. It is, but these days, in this century, in this time when you're me and you're talking, it's smart work. But yeah. So lovely people, in today's menu, we have Hrishikesh Desai, one of the prominent known chef and personality in the hospitality industry in UK, and should I say Europe?
Yeah, if you want to.
I would.
don't mind.
I will give it Europe.
I
I'll
don't
give it
mind.
Europe. And if you don't know him, we'll be getting to know him shortly right now. But if you don't know me, and in today's menu, my name is Siddhiraj, and in today's menu is a podcast around food, culture, and hospitality. We have 4 segments. One of them is business journeys. We get to know behind the scenes of restaurants, hotels, and business in hospitality industry of all sorts. Then you have food and culture, which is nostalgia about traditions and how food shapes us and bonds us together in every sort and manner, be it baklava or the thing from the Ratatouille movie. All right. Then you have quarter cake essay, which is the unfiltered side of what happened that night when maybe that person or everyone was drunk. Okay. This is something you will enjoy. You should check it out. Last episode was with Andy. You can check it out. And then we have careers, which will be these episodes about from the kitchen to corporate, real career paths which are never ever linear, and untold stories and journeys across food, hospitality, kitchens, and everything around those lines. That is it from my side. Hello, Hrishi.
Hello. Hi. Traditional Indian way of welcoming, but thank
Absolutely.
you so much. What a lovely introduction
Yeah.
to myself. It's really nice to hear the achievements.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you don't enjoy your achievements
Mhm.
because you're constantly thinking of what's next, what's next.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that. But no, thank you very much for having me. It's really nice to be in Manchester. It's nice to be here in this lovely place and tell you a little bit about myself. So you fire the questions, I'll fire the answers, and hopefully we'll meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. How are you? Thank you very much. We are in the Stock Exchange Hotel, Manchester, in the penthouse. one of my favorite places. And yeah, if I could just take the camera and show around, this is like one of the elegant spaces in Manchester. And on the other hand, how are you finding Manchester? You have been in Manchester. It's good to know.
Oh, of
I hate.
Manchester.
I no, I shouldn't say this on camera, but yeah, I am not a fan of London.
All right. I don't know. Manchester, it's got a lot of history. I think we when we were in India growing up, we did read about it and learned
Mhm.
about it
Mhm.
in the history books. How do I find Manchester? It's a growing city.
Mhm.
It's in a boom state right now, and there may be a chance that one of the MPs from Manchester may become the Prime Minister of the United
I'm
Kingdom.
voting. I'm watching for Andy.
You're watching. Actually, we all are looking forward to it
Yeah.
because hopefully this person will bring a huge amount of changes.
Mhm.
And if the same rules and are applied of what Andy Burnham did for Manchester, I think we will, as a country, will see that changes, and I think it's going to make a huge difference. So, how do I find Manchester? Very positive. There's always something going on. Lots of things to eat and explore,
Yeah, absolutely. The
and
food scene is booming.
food scene is good. And the best part is that you've got one of the oldest cricket ground in here,
Yeah, yeah. Old
which
Trafford. Yeah.
tomorrow there is a match between India and England, the
Oh,
T20
is it?
at the
Oh,
Old Trafford.
I was following the women's T20 Cup, man.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I came for the women's T20. I came for when India lost to South Africa
Yeah.
on Father's Day 15th, if I clearly remember, or it was 18th.
Yeah.
It was a good match, and it was
Uh,
good to bring my daughters and show them
yeah.
what women's cricket is all about.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they will pick something. But
Yeah.
Manchester, yeah, what a place, what a lovely city.
Did you think this space was possible in Manchester?
I've come to Stock Exchange Hotel quite a few times.
Oh, okay. Beautiful.
In yeah, when the chefs were different.
Mm-hmm.
I've dined here, and I didn't knew that Stock Exchange got this lovely penthouse,
Yeah.
and it's so quiet. You
Yeah.
won't believe that you're in the middle of the
The
city,
city, yeah,
and
in the
it's
heart
so
of the
quiet.
city. Yeah, absolutely. Talking about this thing you said, the rules and the cricket and everything, you are a qualified umpire. You are a level 2 qualified umpire. Michelin Star and umpiring. Where did that come
I
from?
think cricket has always been a passion, and when you when you're born in India, you sort of take
It's
that.
just there.
It
Everyone is
becomes
around you.
it becomes a religion. I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
And we've always said that if cricket was a religion or is a religion, then the god is Sachin Tendulkar.
Yeah.
And I grew up following him
Mhm.
as well as many other cricketers. But my father is a very good cricketer.
Okay.
My uncle is a good cricketer, and they
Okay.
had a good cricket team in Pune, and they used to play properly with a proper leather ball and everything. So
Oh, okay.
maybe somewhere down the line,
Okay.
as genes, I must have inherited that from him.
Uh-huh.
And I enjoyed playing cricket when I was in India, especially in the college. Shouldn't be saying this thing. Please do not do that. I used to bunk lectures to go and play cricket matches to win ₹5 at that point.
Okay.
And so please don't bunk lectures. Please don't do that.
No,
It's not
five
right.
rupees. This is 19. What?
1998,
Okay, so 5 rupees was genuinely a big deal.
big deal
When
at
I
that
was
point.
growing up, I used to steal 10, 20 rupees from my mother. Not steal, like convince them somehow to like, "Yeah, please get 10 rupees. I want to get this." That was a big number
Big
back in the
part, yeah.
time. Yeah.
And
Now
that
10 rupees is.
and that cricket, it stayed with me. And then when I came here to the UK for the first time, this is a good story. I landed in the UK for my first job, which was in Surrey, in Dorking. And the first thing what I did was bought myself a proper cricket gear, proper one. The only mistake that I did, I won't say mistake, but I think I did not check, was the bat that I bought was a Kashmir willow as opposed to English willow. Doesn't matter. And then there is this beautiful Dorking Cricket Club. And I had no idea at that point that they play in first division. What is first division? What is second division?
Okay.
What league it is? So I just went with this beautiful swagger, right, guys, I'm come here to play. And all those team members were looking at me. Who the hell are you? What? Why have you here? But then they said, yeah, we'll give you a chance. And then, this is how I started playing cricket, and I absolutely enjoyed it. The point is that as you are better, I've scored centuries, I've scored quite a few 50s, I've kept wickets. And as you start to get a little bit older,
Uh-huh.
and as work pressure takes over, you can't give
Make
that
it.
much time to cricket.
Yeah.
So this is where I thought that I should not lose the contact with cricket. I should do something. So I did the umpiring courses. Was very successful. I have now umpired in about 10 to 12 first division matches, Westmoreland Cricket League, and absolutely enjoyed it because you are constantly in the game. You are the director of that game.
Oh
Although
yeah,
there are
yeah,
team
yeah, yeah,
players,
yeah.
umpires are the one who are
You
director.
you may get sweared upon if you mess
Absolutely.
things up after the match.
And the other part is that sometimes, or it comes across that umpiring is a very thankless job, but in reality, the umpires have got a very crucial role to
Oh
play.
yeah, yeah, for
And
sure.
the biggest role that they have to play is the spirit of the cricket and the sport is always maintained at the highest level on the ground.
Possible, yeah.
So it doesn't matter what league it is, because you have got family members watching, you've got youngsters watching,
Yeah.
and what they need to see is a good sport as opposed to fight and shouting
Yeah,
and
so
everything.
true, yeah.
And that's what the umpires do. So I just said, no, this will be a good one. So yeah, decided. So Michelin Star is always there. Umpiring will be always there. I still love doing it. And the best part is you get paid for umpiring,
Oh, yeah,
not
yeah,
much,
yeah.
around £40 per match.
Okay.
And that's once the umpiring is finished, you spend all that money in drinking a beer. So that's how it
A
goes.
pint in UK is now £7.
750 depends where you are. If you're in
Okay.
London, that can be 10 to 12.
Oh, see. I went and had a coffee in Scotland, and it was £2. I was shocked. You go downstairs over here, you have got coffee £4.95 for an American. Like it's funny how the prices are around.
Are increasing.
So your motto is hard work is fun. Is there any version of you that doesn't find it fun?
Um, hard work. I coined this phrase, hard work is fun, purely because there is a big, uh, let's put it this way. When you start your work, say your shift starts at 9 o'clock in the morning and finishes by 5. What I mean by hard work is fun. From 9 to 5, immerse yourself in the job that you do. That's it. There is no need for any other distractions. Of course, maintain that social life as well while you're working, because you need to enjoy that with your colleagues if you're working as a team.
Yeah.
But whatever you do, do the best you can. And as I started growing up in the kitchen team, what I meant by hard work is fun is
I'm so sorry. Can you please tell me when did you come in Surrey? At what was your age? 18, 20, something?
when I came to Surrey, I was 24 years old
Okay.
in the year 2003,
Okay.
6th June 2003.
I am sitting over here at your age.
All right. Oh God, don't make me feel so old.
Sorry.
So hard work, and I always say this to the apprentices who come into the kitchen, the Tommies who come into the kitchen, people who start that I say, or generally into the business, that when your shift starts, when your shift finish, the hard work is immerse yourself in the job, because then you have the clear mind, and then afterwards you can do the best you can as far as the job is concerned. So the hard work is fun. I think hard work is fun. I have worked long hours in my life. It did not affect me at all. I can still do them. It doesn't matter. I can still start at 6 and finish by midnight, no problem, because that's how I was trained.
Yeah.
There was nothing to be feared about, that, oh my God, I'm going to lose watching something or anything like that. No, just do and immerse yourself. And the way I've been trained is the reason why I can do what I can do. I can adapt to the pressures. I can come up with different ideas if there are last minute changes, and then nothing deters you. Oh, a chef hasn't come to work, or a friend of the house member hasn't come to work. So it doesn't matter. It just works. So hard work is all about that. Is to immerse yourself into what you do your best, and when job's finished, enjoy yourself. So do I find at point when it's not fun? Yes, I do. When things go completely wrong. What I mean by that is no matter how much you try to manage expectations, no matter how much you try to plug in holes, and still you find yourselves into a position where, oh, it's not working, or you come up with great ideas and you put a lot into it, and then sometimes it just doesn't come out. And that's the time when I find myself a bit disappointed, and that's the time when I say hard work, it wasn't that fun. But I think I think for me, this is me personally, my opinion, everybody should work hard, What I mean
Yeah.
by work hard, as I said, immerse yourself
Immerse
into
yourself.
your skills, the job that you do, and you will see the beauty of it.
Yeah. Just to put in perspective, right? I don't know. I forgot the name of this person, and I'm trying to do it myself now. That, you know what, like once you get up, do what is you're supposed to do,
Hmm.
and then from one particular fixed time, 9, 10, doesn't matter when, from that time until 5, this one guy who wrote about that thing, 9 to 6, he's gonna be unavailable, gonna do whatever he needs to do, his work, his whatever it might be. After 7, every single night you're gonna find him at the pub discussing politics or geo shit, but he will be there.
He will be there.
Yeah, but you cannot reach him from 8 to 5 because he's doing his work, he's immersing himself, and he will be there at a 9 discussing politics at pub. And I want to do that is where he immersed himself in the work so bad that he had nothing to worry about that after that time,
Correct.
so he can balance everything.
Absolutely.
So I am trying to implement that. When you say immerse yourself, is like not do it for the sake of doing it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have cooked for most discerning guest in Britain, and any most chaotic and unexpected thing that ever happened in your kitchen. That story still isn't out yet.
Um, the most chaotic thing that ever
Boiling
happened.
point night.
Uh, I think it wasn't for a VIP guest
Oh, yeah.
as such.
Mhm.
But there was a time when I was a commis chef at Lucknam Park, which is in southwest in Wiltshire,
Mhm.
and we had, for some or other reason, not for some other reason, but we had a potato mash on the menu, not menu, but on one of the dishes.
Mhm.
But that was the day where every single table wanted extra potato mash. And it was unbelievable
Yeah.
how much they wanted it. So
Mm.
I had enough potato mash for whatever 50 covers we were doing. It was on the lamb dish now, if I remember clearly.
Mhm.
And we are getting these orders, extra mash, extra mash. So, chef was piping it and sending. And then I start to panic because there's no more mash remaining. And, to bake a potato from scratch in those days in a deck oven, which is right underneath you,
Uh-huh.
it would have taken at least 45 to 50 minutes for the potatoes to be ready.
Okay.
Then I have to cut them into half, scoop out the pulp, pass it through a tammy, and then afterwards put it back into the pan, add a bit of butter, salt, etc., and then make the mash ready.
Okay.
But the service is on, so you're running against the clock. So what you will do? I'm saying this on the camera today, and Chef Hywel Jones, if you're listening, do not get mad at me. And to all the chefs, don't attempt that, please. So I had no choice, but I took the potatoes and put them in the microwave.
Okay.
And within 5 minutes, the potatoes were nice and soft.
Okay.
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 I scooped them,
Mhm.
got the mash ready, and got a pat on my back. What a lovely mash, Hrishikesh.
You got the work done.
I got the work done. So yeah, that was one of the most chaotic moments for me.
Mhm.
There are moments where I have miscalculated the portion sizes. There are moments where I have messed up. When I was in the cookery school, we had scones on. I was teaching them how to make the perfect scones, but I miscalculated the amount of flour that should be onto every guest. And as we start making the scone, the dough did form, but not the way it should be for the scone. Really nice and firm. It was very light,
Okay.
and unfortunately, I had to sort of put my hand up and say, guys, I've messed up
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
That was a bit of a chaotic moment. Then I've split again in the cookery school when I was doing a mayonnaise. I split that mayonnaise in front of the guest. So
What do you mean by split?
split in the sense you started adding oil, and then once you start adding oil, it doesn't emulsify, so it just goes curdle.
Okay.
And it was completely split. So that was the chaotic moment. But then I realized is that when you use olive oil with egg yolks, you have to have a little bit of vegetable oil or sunflower oil mixed with olive, and it emulsifies better. But raw olive oil doesn't work. So those were the tiny chaotic moments, but not as like I've, oh, there is a function for 100 covers and the food hasn't arrived in the fridge.
Yeah, I understand. This is what comes from hard work. You know what I like. I figure I'm figuring it out eventually in the last year
Hmm.
that the more you work hard, the more you're exposed to such instances which make you ready, and that's where experience
Experience comes into
counts,
play.
like comes in and counts.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So that's it. Since you grew up in Pune, what did food mean to you? Like when you watched your mom in kitchen. So I'm damn sure what at least what I saw.
Hmm.
Okay, food being cooked in Indian kitchens anywhere, be it hotels or at home, and food being cooked over here. And I have no disrespect of anything, but I find it again the kitchen is doing their job, whatsoever it may
Hmm.
be, but relatively, I find it very simple. I'll tell you why. You will understand, and please, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't
Okay.
mind. So when you are cooking poha, or like whatever it may be, you need to make sure that it's cooked at the right pace. You have added right set of oil or
Hmm.
salt. If any of that goes wrong, your whole dish goes wrong.
Correct.
But if you look at the full English breakfast or the porridge, all you have to do is like put it properly, put it in the oven, like cook it or whatsoever, and then you can plate it properly and everything around those lines. If
Hmm.
suppose your black pudding goes wrong, what do? You take off the black pudding, you cook a new black pudding, put it over there. It's that simple.
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
that is my perspective of looking at it. It's not disrespect or like criticism towards it, but I find it relatively easy. What I again, it's British cuisine. What's How did you look at food over there? How did you look at
Oh,
food over here?
I mean, growing in Pune and seeing my mum cook was the best part, I think, of my life. I think, and I've said this several times that the reason why I have
Hmm.
got this chef capacity is
Yeah.
purely this indirect
Hmm.
feeding from my mum, me observing her cook for me and my brother, and of
Hmm.
course my dad as a family. And the food that she did was pretty simple. There was nothing um, extraordinary like the Michelin Star cuisine, for example, but there was lots of flavor.
Hmm.
For some or other reason, she stuck to seasonality. So I didn't knew anything at that point as a youngster, as a child, but
Hmm.
she stuck to seasonality. So what was in season, she used to buy that and then cook accordingly for us.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
We were pure vegetarians,
Hmm.
so
Are you
protein.
now as well or no?
No, it's gone out of the
Yeah,
window
you told me on call.
a
Yeah,
long time
yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a good story behind it.
Yeah.
So we are vegetarian, so protein was very important. That how we're going to get
Hmm.
our proteins through. So
Hmm.
the lentils, chickpeas,
Hmm. Absolutely.
roti, chapati, etc.
Hmm. Hmm.
So the quality of wheat, the quality of lentils, the quality of pulses, they were very important for her.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And
Hmm.
this is how, if I think about food in general, or when you get a certain status in of food, Michelin star, for example, or roses, multi roses. As a chef, you're doing exactly the same. You're sticking to the seasons. You're trying
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
balance your dishes, flavors, the textures, etc., which is what she did. Um, was the food that my mom cooked, or in general in India, I will say yes, it is complicated purely because you have a certain ways and times when you have to add certain ingredients.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, for example, whole spices.
Hmm.
If you want to extract the flavors, you need to add it right at the beginning. As simple
Exactly.
as that.
Hmm.
Anything that are raw but ground spices, you add somewhere in the middle before you finish it with a moisture that is normally a tomato. And cooked spices like garam masala, you add in the end and let it infuse perfectly. So yeah, there is a science involved behind it.
Hmm.
And in here, as far as British cuisine is concerned, classic British cookery,
Hmm.
I think is very complicated,
Okay.
personally,
Okay.
especially the puddings like Sussex Pons, etc. You need to understand, again, the process of making classic British cookery. I'm saying, but what the modern world has done, and you know,
Economic things. Yeah.
our economic things, but mostly how Britain has boomed
Hmm.
to become a hub of gastronomy.
Hmm.
There was a time when everybody wanted to go to France or United States to understand food, but now there are so many incredible, excellent British chefs in the entire UK that people want to come here from those places to understand what are they doing and how they are cooking.
Okay, that's
And
so good to hear.
I really appreciate what the Drew brothers did when
Who brothers?
the Roux brothers,
Roux
which
brothers.
is Le Gavroche, when Michel Roux
Uh-huh.
Senior and Albert Roux,
Hmm.
what they did for the industry. And of course, people like Marco Pierre, Gordon Ramsay, Mark Swearing, like a few good names which come up, Tom Kerridge himself. They all,
I'm so sorry. We are sitting in Stock Exchange. Tom Carriage used to have a restaurant just below over here.
this below, yeah, and I've dined there
Yeah.
twice, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, please, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, and they did so much work for the industry, and they changed the perspective of food. That if I'm going to do Heston Blumenthal again, I'm incredible example. Heston, he was the first person who sort of you know the theory of everything, that this whole universe started because of Big Bang, and Heston was one of those in culinary world said, well, no, it didn't start because of Big Bang. Where I'm coming in here is that when he wanted to cook vegetables in boiling water, we were constantly told add salt to the water and then put the vegetables in. And Heston was the first person, I think so, who said, well, there is no need to put salt into boiling water to cook the vegetables, because once you put them in ice for the cooking to stop,
Oh, obviously.
that salt's gone.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no point.
Yeah.
So he changed the image quite a lot, and this is how the food in the UK, United Kingdom, started becoming much better. And I won't say it's complicated. I will just say that there are incredible British brains who are cooking to the highest level, and the world is observing. People come from Japan or from the United
Really?
States, from France, from
People
Europe,
are coming from Japan.
to come here and work with the chefs who are doing these incredible things. So I think, from my point of view, I should be very proud that I got a chance to work with them, with some of them, cook with them, and us be a chef and do what we can do. Yeah.
I'm so happy to hear that, honestly speaking, because until yet, how much so ever I have heard, everyone bashes English cuisine left, right,
Left
center.
center.
Do like everyone is like, oh yeah, this good restaurant. Where is oh this whatever this cuisine, this menu? Where is it? Where is the base from? France. And hearing this from you and everything, like it's good that this information also flows around, so that start understanding the British
Absolutely.
side bit better.
No, there's one thing that I'll add.
Please go ahead. Yeah.
Quite a lot of basics are French, and still in British cuisine. In here, we observe them, but then what the British chefs have done is by enhancing those methods, simplifying them, enhancing them, and they have come up with their own style.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what made Britain so popular
Yeah.
when it came to the world of cuisine. And I think people, if they explore what the chefs have done so far, and the different competitions that have come up, Craft Guild of Chefs, National Chef of the Year, Young National Chef of the Year, of course the Roux Scholarship, big one. You've got the annual awards of excellence from the Royal Academy of Culinary Arts. There is a lot that is going on to promote British cuisine to young Britons in here. So
Indian
it's really good.
hospitality side, if you're listening to this, every single person who is young and aspires to be where he might be, or anywhere if you're aiming for, please be aware about this. The sad part of Indian hospitality, which I feel, is like they are not aware, and this will help them understand those sides of it as well.
And it is changing in Indian hospitality.
For sure, for sure.
I have seen the different hotels, different restaurants that are springing up in India. In fact, I find India embracing molecular gastronomy on the highest level.
Okay, nice.
And the chefs from here who have gone back are changing the face of the Indian cuisine. The only thing, and I'll stick to it, probably it's just my opinion, what Indian food, one of the best in the world, I think so. Indian food is not easy to do.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
No,
here.
and it's not easy. And we had incredible chefs who came up through the ranks, worked in beautiful hotels in India. I think pure, maybe there was pressure, maybe not, but somewhere down the line they couldn't pass that knowledge to the chefs who were coming up from their kitchen. And I maybe that's the reason why we started to get the bad name. But I won't say bad name. This is not the
Not
right
the
word.
reputation
The
which we would
reputation that we
want.
want.
Yeah,
That's correct.
exactly. Yeah.
And now there is one three Michelin star restaurant, proper Indian three Michelin star restaurant in Dubai. It's called Trezin.
Present.
Trezand, I think so. So very Indian. And hopefully that the Michelin guide and hopefully other guides will go in India. People will embrace that, and hopefully there will be a chance where we will also have our own culinary Bible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
for
La
sure.
Rouge Gastronomic will have
Yeah.
our own culinary Bible.
So what happens is like India is such a vast country, right? I'll tell you three things like which popped in my mind as you talk. So since we are a big country and you know this now at this point that 28 states have their own set of cuisines for each, for breakfast, for lunch, for
Lunch and
dinner.
dinner.
Most people don't understand it who might not be aware about it. They think that it's just curries, but no. Like if I tell you
No,
about pohe itself in our own state, right? Nagpur cooks differently, Konkan cooks differently, Nashik has a different whole set of peanuts
peanuts.
inside it, and then Kolhapur is doing something else to it. So like that's where it's a similar thing what the English chefs brought it on their own. That's one thing. And on the other hand, I where you say they weren't able to pass the knowledge, right? This is something which I admire a lot about the French side, right? They are very organized and wrote it down. We haven't done that, or we are not able to do that, or didn't do that. I don't know, but that's one of the reasons which I find over there. And the last thing was like Michelin is trying to figure out what they can do because it's not like they don't want to come. Researched this as well. They do want to come, but how are you going to set standards when you have a poha in the state with 7 different categories?
Absolutely. And you have several good reasons in your.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad you said 28 states. I think I'll go a bit further. You got 28 states with their different own cuisines, but then you have got that many households where people cook a simple dal in a
Yeah.
very different way.
Yeah.
And this knowledge has been passed by from generations to generations, that my mom used to cook it this way, my mom's mom did it this way, my mom's mom's did that way. So we're going to follow that method.
Yeah.
So this is the best dal.
Yeah.
But then you move to a different household, maybe it's your neighbors, and the
Yeah.
dal has changed completely.
Yeah.
So the point, you're absolutely right that how the standards will be set.
Exactly.
But the basics of Indian cuisine, if you follow into the 5-star hotel or any hotels in India, in good restaurants, the basics are always the same. You need to have certain basic elements to create your dishes, your recipes, and I think there is a chance for us to sort of work how to do that, and the standards will be set.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
We'll
because
see.
even I have been researching it. How can you do that? Like just out of my own curiosity. Like, okay, they are so right. So how are you gonna do it? And I haven't been able to come up with anything. So you're so right because you will disagree or agree to this as well. My mom cooks the chicken, and I love it. I haven't been able to find that taste anywhere
else.
And it's not only me. All my Indian mates or like my friends or like colleagues or whosoever, they have their own set of like mom's chicken or like whatever dish it might be, and they can't replicate it. I had met one of the chefs back in India, and he was like, "Oh, my mom makes chicken or poha in certain manner. I haven't been able to replicate it."
Well, I mean, if the Michelin guide enters India, I think that would be incredible.
Yeah.
It's a huge market, and I think from the cuisine's point of view, Indian cuisine point of view, it gives a direction. Maybe Michelin may enter in different states, like they do in the United States or in China. Maybe that's the best way to approach it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there is enough expertise and incredible people who sit onto certain forum who can
Make things
happen.
Yeah. When you say about your mom, who is the in charge of kitchen if she enters kitchen?
Of course, mom will be in charge of the kitchen. Moms are there. You can't really argue with them. You can't go against them.
Yeah.
So yeah, mom is in charge.
What did actually happen at the wedding? Like, are you able to articulate it now when you were 4 years old?
Oh, distant memory. I think the best part was that when we got down from the rickshaw, the tuk-tuk,
I'm so
as we call
sorry.
it.
Yeah, that's the reference. Like
Reference.
it's rickshaw. Now
Rickshaw.
the West needs to adapt. It's rickshaw.
Rickshaw. Rickshaw.
It's not a
Rickshaw.
tuk tuk.
The
Anyways,
tuk-tuk.
sorry. Just letting you know, if you understand what am I referring to. Rishi has got enough set of interviews, enough set of shots on the YouTube channel where he has mentioned that the he was in a wedding when he was 4 years old. I don't want to repeat that in this podcast. We want to get some different things. So that is the reference where I'm picking it up directly and getting it to him. How was it the feeling?
So it was. Is the hotel Blue Diamond in Pune? I think it was the only 5-star hotel at that time.
Yeah.
Very prestigious place, incredible place. I've been there after a long time, and still love it. And we got down from the tuk-tuk. Of course, I'm immaculate dress, every one of them, and these beautiful 2 glass doors were opened to us by the concierge team. They said, "Welcome to the Blue Diamond," in very clean, clear English, perfectly trained. And as we entered, what first mesmerized me was the marble floor. It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. Then were the chandeliers, the lighting, the rugs that were thrown on in the lobby, and there were these 2 immaculately dressed front of the house team. I think the reception team. They came and welcomed us with very traditional way of namaste, and then can we help you and where you're going, etc. So the wedding was at the garden court in Blue Diamond. So if any one of you know Blue Diamond in olden days, I don't know whether it's changed or not. You enter, but there are 2 ways. You can go from to the right, and then there is a small road that will take you to the garden court, or you go through the lobby, and then you get to the garden court. So it's in the back area. The wedding was there. So we got escorted from the lobby all the way to the garden court. And this is where I started seeing all those beautiful lights, beautiful chandeliers, and of course, people perfectly dressed. There as we crossed, we saw the swimming pool, and then the coffee shop of the Blue Diamond. Don't know the name now, and I can remember it. I don't know why. I still remember it. It was so crystal clear and still there in my head. And then we got escorted to Garden Court, and the wedding was in full swing. And of course, it's a proper Indian wedding, so you got so much different food elements to eat. My God! So that stuck into me, and then once that episode was finished, of course, I was like, wow, this is really good. But this is when I was 4.5 years old. And then I got the first taste of dosa, idli dosa, at the Vaishali restaurant on Ferguson College Road.
Vaishali is still operational.
Still operational,
Still
yes.
great taste.
So then I learned that my parents used to date at Vaishali. And then, of course, we went there. Then one of the waiters in Vaishali, his name was Nijlingappa. He's not there anymore. Sadly passed away long time back. He recognized my parents. And then this is the first time I had dosa with sambar and a coconut chutney. And that was like, wow, this is really good. And then every Sunday when we used to go to Pune to meet our family members, this is when my dad had a scooter, a Bajaj scooter, and 4 of us onto that Bajaj scooter.
Typical Indian family.
Typical Indian family traveling. Before he got his first Premier Padmini, Fiat Premier Padmini. The number was MTJ526, the registration number. We used to go
Michelin Star there for you. Clear memory.
we used to go to eat those idli dosa, and I think vacations, we used to go to so many different hotels during Diwali and summer vacation and eat food. It just stuck with me that this is what I want to do. I want to be a hotelier. There was an accident when I was in France. I saw a creme brulee being blowtorch. And I said, no, I want to be a chef now because you can use blowtorches.
So these were the pivotal moments, the 4-year-old thing, and then the blue torch thing, which changed the trajectory and stuff.
Absolutely.
So what's with the bakery then? You started a career in the bakery, waking up at 5 a.m. thinking.
That's correct.
I personally think at this point, right, if anyone is able to wake up at 5 a.m. and do a job, they would be reaching
Well,
somewhere
because the
heights.
bakery was located in Pune, and I was staying in
Don't tell me it's Santosh Bakery, right?
No, no, it was Baker's Basket. A
Okay.
good bakery. I mean, the Baker's Basket cakes were so popular
Yeah.
at that point. Even to have a small piece, you have to rough up about 20 rupees, and it was quite tough, And for your
20
birth,
rupees. When are you talking? 2000 what?
oh God, yeah, 1997,
You could get
1996 precisely. I think so. It was 20
okay,
rupees.
1996. 1996. You can get 4 packets of Lays back in the time in 20, which were enough to fill in
Fill
you
in,
twice.
no,
Lays
yeah,
is walkers over here.
uh, yeah, no, Baker's Basket, and they had so many different branches in Pune.
Yeah.
And if you get a cake from Baker's Basket, it's going to be absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
So,
20
yeah,
rupees back in the time
back
in
at
India.
the
Yeah, I'm not going to
so
dispute that.
I completed my hotel management diploma from
Hmm.
Bharati Vidyapith, and before what to do
Hmm.
and where this career is going, uh, I got a call from the then executive chef of Hotel Blue Diamond. His name is Ravish Arora. Amazing chef, incredible chef.
Shout out, Ravish. Sorry.
If you're still there and you're still listening and hearing,
Hmm.
one of the best I think I've seen in my
Mhm.
life. And he asked me that if you want to come and work with us, because they are opening their own business.
Mhm.
And I said, well, that's a very good opportunity. And this is how Baker's Basket came into play. And I was working in where the cakes were actually made, finished, and then they were transported to different areas. So that was my job. So I had to start at 8 o'clock. Sorry, 7 o'clock in the morning. So I had to wake up at 5,
Why?
and then I had my own Bajaj scooter, is to go all the way to Pune camp, where it was located. And then my first job was to line the trays for cakes, and they were about big size, really big, monstrous size. Hated that job with passion. Absolutely hated that job, because lining, nobody knows how, it's just not one cake. We are cooking 150 cakes, big cakes, and you have to do that 150 of those. So you have to cut it precisely, spray. We didn't have any spray at that time, so you had to use a brush and the
Oh,
fat, and then rub everywhere, making sure it's there. Then
crazy.
my job was to break eggs. So it's not like just one egg or
Ah,
one tray. It's like hundreds and thousands of eggs. So we used to have this big conical strainer that was
oh yeah,
attached
I know, yeah, yeah.
to a bowl, and I
Mhm.
used to crack the eggs in there, and then with the help of a blender, just press the buttons, all the eggs, everything goes perfectly well.
Mhm.
And then, of course, the others used to do the part. So yeah, it was good. And then I started making sandwiches for different canteens. What they were running. One of them was in the hospital, the biggest hospital in Pune. What's it called? The government hospital. Forgot the name now.
Savitri something.
No, no, no.
Okay.
Um, Forgot the name. But anyways, I used to do that, and then I got a chance to transport the cakes and the sandwiches to different places. So I used to sit in that tuk-tuk with, of course, this is the tuk-tuk that is going to carry all the stuff.
Yeah.
So it was fun part.
Oh
Yeah, it
yeah,
was a
this
fun
is
part.
interesting. I didn't know this.
Yeah, and you start and you start washing up pots and pans. So this is what I did
Yeah.
in there. Uh, Hard work again.
Yeah.
Hard work every day. You waking up and doing, and
Mm.
this is 6 days a week. You had one day off,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
2 days.
This is like 2000s where 5 days a week is still not a
Not a
concept.
concept.
It's still not a concept in India. I'm gonna call Indian hospitality out on that. You guys, Indian hospitality needs to get up on that. 5 days a week is important. We'll see how we can make it happen, but we'll make it happen
So
somehow.
yeah, so that was my first sort of exposure to cooking. Let's put it this way:
Let's build a
professional
timeline.
cooking.
Absolutely. Let's build a timeline over there. Okay. When did you finish your HM?
19. Oh God, Rishikesh. Remember. 1998.
Okay, 1998. You finished your HM degree. You went into this job, right? When did you finish that job?
I didn't last for long,
Okay.
unfortunately.
6, 7, 8 months, 10 months?
Oh, not even that.
Oh,
Probably 3 or 4 months.
okay, cool.
Okay,
So it's still 1998.
it's
What
still
did you do
active.
after that?
Then I got a scholarship to go to Institut Paul Bocuse in Lyon.
Leo, that's
That
Roux
was through
Scholarship?
no,
Okay, sorry.
that was through Alliance Française de Pune.
Okay.
So little quick story behind that. My mom always said that I need to learn French because a lot of basics of hospitality are in French. So I did a year's course through Pune University, but struggled badly. But then I said, no, I need to make it work. So I joined Alliance Française de Pune and started working under the French. And luckily, there was a competition to win. That if you win this competition, you will go to France to Lyon and experience Institut Paul Bocuse. It was at that time it was called École des Arts Culinaires. Then it became Institut Paul Bocuse, and now it is called Life Lyon for Education. That's what it is called.
Binsua.
So yeah, yeah. So I got the scholarship. I went there for a month. I saw what they are doing.
This is 2000s.
This is still 1998 we are.
Okay.
I saw what they're doing as food and beverage and education. And because I was going to France, I said to my dad that can we get the visa to Switzerland, because the Swiss hotel schools are very well known. So I'm going to France anyway. Switzerland's not far. You can, from Lyon, you can take a train and be there into 4 hours.
Yeah.
And I should explore some of those institutes. So I went to Institut Vatel, Glion Institute of Hotel Management. I went and I saw what they're doing, but then I came back and said to my dad that I would love to go back to France and do my higher education in culinary arts. So,
how old are you over here?
At that point I was 19.
Okay, cool.
So this was my first
You
international.
you have 19-year-old Rishi's videos on YouTube, just saying.
Yeah, this was my first international exposure, and then the entire journey became. So I got the admission at Institut Paul Bocuse for their culinary arts and management course. And the rest is history.
So that happened. So you got that. You were in France. And when did the Roux Scholarship come into picture?
Roux Scholarship came into picture in 2009.
Oh, so what were you doing in that decade?
So I did my 2 years of culinary arts in Institut Paul Bocuse. Then I did my training at the first training was at Chateau de Bagnols in Beaujolais. Lovely place, incredible place. It's a country house hotel.
Sorry, I'm just requesting you to say the name of the places clear and slow so that people like me, these places are very new.
Very new.
Yeah,
Okay.
and when we hear it for the first time, yeah.
So my training, my first training in France was at Chateau de Bagnols in Beaujolais. Beautiful place. It's a country house hotel within the vineyards. Got my first exposure working with French chefs, proper French chefs there.
We chef,
no chef, all sorts of different mistakes, etc. But that made me learn French even faster. Absolutely. Because you have to speak French. There was no other alternative. Yeah. And then my second training, I went to this gentleman. His name is Olivier Rollinger. That's in Brittany, or Bretagne as they call it. And the only reason to go to Olivier's restaurant was purely because he cooked with spices. And he was one of the handful chefs in France used to go to India, especially to the south of India, bring the whole spices back
to India
and mill them
France,
back to France and mill them in his own place and then use them in cooking.
That's passion, man.
That's amazing. Yeah. And I just want to say that my staff accommodation when I was training with him was above the mill. So every time I used to smell these beautiful spices. Every time.
That would have been a feeling.
So I did my training there, and then I got a job in one of the hotels in Surrey. It was the Burford Bridge Hotel at the foot of Box Hill. Box Hill is quite famous in Surrey. If you get a chance to go there, and I stayed there for a year, and then I went to Lucknam Park in the year 2004. And then I stayed at Lucknam for almost 10, 12 years. And this is where the Roux Scholarship came into play.
Okay.
So Roux Scholarship happened in 2009. There's a lovely story behind it, which when I'll write a book, which I'm writing, you will read about it.
No spoilers.
No spoilers in there. And I think Roux Scholarship changed the world for me, big time. 2009. Personally, for me, purely because coming from India and being tagged as an Indian chef who is good in cooking curries, which actually I don't know where the word comes from, but
What, the
anyways,
curry, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's bullshit, man.
But then exploring an angle where you are now competing with the best of the best, and that will be and then you have got chefs like Michel Roussinier, Albert Roux, Heston Blumenthal, Gary Rhodes, Andrew Fairley, who are judging you on that day. And to win that competition, it just changed my world.
The Roux
The Roux
Scholarship.
Scholarship changed my world completely.
Okay.
It sort of gave that confidence that it's just not about who you are as a person. That was the scholarship where the judging took place not because who you are as a person, the judging took place of what you produced that day. That is the most important part of judging.
Walk me through that feeling.
Feeling. It's quite emotional to win Roux Scholarship in 2009. It is quite emotional because there are no words that you can. I'll tell you, when my name was called, that I've won the scholarship, I had tucked a few books that were given to me before the who's won the scholarship, and I tucked them into my right shoulder so that I can clap for whoever's going to win. So I was not that much confident that I'm going to win the scholarship. And then when my name was called, the whole place in front of me went completely blurred. All I could hear was people clapping, but you know, happiness when sometimes you just find yourself, everything is balanced, and it went completely blurred. And then it took me 2 to 3 seconds to realize, hey, won the scholarship.
Rishikesh Desai.
And then my fist went up, and there are a few photos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll put them over here.
yeah. The judging, I think judging any competition, you don't judge the candidate on where they work, what they do, who they work with, etc. If they're working at a top-notch hotel with an amazing chef, of course, their pedigree is going to be absolutely amazing. But when it comes to judging, you judge what they have produced and then accordingly take decisions. And for me, that scholarship changed my world big time. You know, it gave me the exposure to go to the French Laundry in California, work with legendary chef Thomas Keller.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, what a place. What a lovely, lovely place. I went to Per Se in New York, gave me that exposure as well. And all of a sudden you are in the light, and it provoked me to do another competition, which is the Craft Guild of Chef National Chef of the Year. This was in 2010.
I'm so sorry. Please repeat the name of the National Chef of the Year again.
The Craft Guild of Chefs National Chef of the Year. And this was in 2010. And the only reason to take part in that competition was that I just wanted to make sure when it comes to cooking and when it comes to cooking with fellow chefs who are working in so many different beautiful establishments, I'm thorough with my basics. I understand flavors, textures, etc., etc. So National Chef of the Year again. What an incredible achievement! You are Britain's National Chef of the Year.
Coming from a Commonwealth country.
Absolutely. And at that time, it mattered. It still matters. You know, we have to work twice as hard. I have to work twice as hard than others. I have to run faster.
It has a good side to it that the more you work hard, the better you get.
Yeah.
So while it has a downside to it, I would like to focus on the positive side that even though I want to work twice hard, I'm okay with it. I'm working what I like to do. So it's all right. In that Lucknam Park, Hywel Jones, you have mentioned him as a father figure. That's a big deal, at least from my perspective. Why? What does the relationship look like in day to day? What did it contribute for you?
Hywel Jones, chef.
Namaste.
Hywel Jones, father figure. Why father figure? Well, I worked with him, worked for him almost 12 years.
Okay.
And the bond.
I'm so sorry. And this was at Lucknam Park.
This was at Lucknam Park.
And Lucknam Park is in?
It's based in Wiltshire. So the historic city of Bath.
Okay.
It's very close by. So there's an army area called Cologne, not Cologne, Cologne. You don't pronounce the R for some other reason in that. And
Yeah,
it's based in
you don't even pronounce the Worcestershire. It pronounces as walk. What?
Worcestershire.
Oh, yeah, that thing. Please go on.
I think a beautiful country house hotel. And Hywel Jones, let me put it this way.
Absolutely.
From his kitchens,
Hmm.
if I'm not wrong, there are around 10 or 12 chefs who have gone to get their own Michelin stars. That is the pedigree of the man. And
Now, don't tell me Hewel Jones doesn't have a Michelin star.
he has a Michelin
Okay,
star. He's
thank
got
God.
Michelin
Cool.
star for last 30 years, chef, if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Correct me.
No,
To
that's
35
satisfying
years.
to hear.
But personally, for me, why father figure? Why? Because he looked after me really well. And there was a time when my work permit was running out here in the UK. So the plan was, there was a plan what to do. So I said that we will renew it. The second plan was that I get married to a British citizen. And the third plan was that a family adopts me. And without even thinking twice, he said to me, "Oh, Kesh, I'll adopt you." And in the kitchen, everybody started laughing. And me in my head was like, how will my name will be Rishikesh Jones? Yeah, it works well. It does work well. So
Yeah.
who would say that?
Yeah.
It can be for fun. It can be for maybe serious. But I think then we worked so much together and we still keep in contact. I've
Oh, of
just
course, yeah.
recently met him, and he's doing an excellent job. I think what he's done for the industry, not many know, and he shies away from the limelight.
No, please shed some limelight then.
No,
for
no,
sure.
he's
Yeah.
taken part in Great British Menu. He scored 10 out of 10 in his pudding. But what he created as individuals from his kitchen, they are absolutely thorough in food and beverage. A very respected figure in the industry. Does a lot of work for annual awards of excellence through Royal Academy of Culinary Arts. And I think for me personally, I learned a lot with him. And again, today, whatever I can do is because of his teaching. He has been, whenever there was a need for him to be harsh on me, he was. Whenever there was a need for him to be
To explain with love.
he did that. And I personally think many chefs should get a chef like him to work so that they become better. And I think that's the quality of the person. So for me, yeah, you can call it. My dad looked after me really well, and he looked after me really well. So there we are, father figure.
I remember I was researching more about you to get everything out right, and I guess you earned a Michelin star, and you were into something was happening, and you called Jones, and you were like, "Hey, this is going on. What do I do?" And he said that, "Rishi, you have a Michelin star now. Why are you calling me?"
Yes, there was a. I think it was my first job at the Gilpin as an executive chef, and I had to think about. I think there was a staff issue, if I'm not wrong. So I just needed some advice, and Howell was exactly the same. What he didn't discourage me, or he did not. In here, he didn't wanted to not help me, but I think what he did was that I need to use my experience and all the training that I have received to come up with a solution. And it is better that I speak to him, not just only the problem, but the solution, so that we will have a good discussion. And I think that's very, very good what he did. So when I called him yesterday, was like, "You got a Michelin star. You're a Michelin star chef now. You need to know how to figure this thing out."
Cool. Okay. Right. Thomas Keller, everything. There is a big mythology around that kitchen. One thing which I would want to point out, and correct me, shed light, whatever you want to say. I watched The Bear. I don't know if you know that or not. The Bear. Thomas Keller is in it. There's a scene which is quite popular from there, that when he sees that first time, I forgot his name, the main character's name, Carmi. So
Okay.
when Carmi is on the first day under in Thomas Keller's kitchen, he goes to him and he's like, "Hello, chef. This is your first day. You're gonna have a legacy over here." He teaches him how to like sort the chicken together, and the way he explains it, I was very surprised to see a chef in such a kitchen explaining in such a calm demeanor.
Uh,
And yeah, tell me if it's the same thing or
no,
what.
no, it is the same thing.
Okay.
Thomas Keller,
Hmm.
incredible chef again,
Hmm. Hmm.
legendary.
Hmm.
I'll tell you, there was a day when I was cooking for the staff, and I decided to do. We were going to have uh, not sausage rolls.
Hmm.
What's it called? Hot dogs. We're going to
Hmm.
have hot dogs.
Hmm.
So I decided to do the buns by myself. And Chef Thomas Keller, he was in the kitchen going around, and he saw me doing the dough. And then he asked me, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm just doing the buns for hot
Hot
dogs that
dogs.
we're gonna have after the service."
Hmm.
It was like, "Oh, that's incredible."
Hmm.
So while I portioned the dough and I kept it and I was rolling it, Thomas saw it that there was quite a few of them. He came and he started rolling the dough with me. He started shaping them perfectly, and he was telling me, "No, Rishi, you got to do it this way, and then you just roll it, and this it will happen." And that just shows that the man is not all about full of himself. He's the one who has got time for everyone and for anything. He micromanages. He has got those sharp eye that everything needs to be absolutely precise, perfect. At that time, the old kitchen of the French Laundry, there was a place for every single equipment, spoon, cutlery, crockery that sat in such a way that it will be always there. Even if you go to the staff changing area, the jackets were hung perfectly as per the sizes, and nothing moved. So if size 38 is here, and there are
36 would be
10
beside.
10 jackets 38 are there, they will be there in 38, and 36 will be there. Nothing moved. And that was his. If you go to the dry stores, the precision in dry stores was every bottle's label should be facing perfect, even if it is slightly twisted. No, no, that's a no, no. um, you know when you store things into the produce into the fridge, the containers all had perfect lids, but you have to label the front and the back just in case if anybody puts them other way around. So you've got labels. On the label on the left hand side will be the name of the produce. On the right hand side will be the initials of the person who put the
Put it in.
produce,
Yeah.
and then in the middle will be the best before date and the date it was so precise. It was so precise. This is not him being over the top or
No,
on
no,
the
no,
edge.
for sure
I
not.
personally think that when you are so precise, that's the reason why you achieve what you want to achieve. It becomes cleaner. You can clearly see how the brain is thinking.
Hmm.
So if anybody gets a chance, and there are many, I think they've done it, to go and train at the French Laundry, if they could,
Hmm.
do it. Do it. It's amazing.
What's the one memorable side from there? A good thing or like anything?
The biggest memory for me is that I got a chance to plate the food in a three Michelin star when the commies or the trainees were not allowed to.
Okay.
I got a chance, and then so I used to start at 5 o'clock in the morning,
Hmm.
do my business, what is required. By 5 o'clock, we used to clean everything, and then we were able to go home. But I used to stay and watch the service. So literally, where the pass is, I used to stand there and I used to watch the service, what is going on, and then as the head chef, he his name it won't come to my head now, but as he started seeing that I'm interested, he asked me to start plating the food. So in the morning time, I've been processing the food, making sure that when everybody arrives, they have got the prep ready so that they can hit the ground running. So now, whatever you have processed, you're seeing the finished product, and then you're putting it onto the plate, and then I'm touching uh, the food, understanding the flavors, the temperatures, everything, and then that plate is then going to the guests. So it was this complete journey for me. And then something very special happened. So where the pass is at the French Laundry, this is old kitchen I'm talking about. There was a box with a glass, that was Thomas Keller's office, or anybody could sit in there. And when the idea was, if a trainee or any who is working,
Hmm.
they used to make the kitchen team used to make a plate for them to
Hmm.
eat.
Hmm.
But Thomas's rule was
Hmm.
that when you're going to eat, sit down properly, make sure you got the right covers, so right fork and knife to eat the food, and make sure you have a proper glass of wine to drink with it. What a guy! What a
Okay.
place!
Okay, that's
You
so
know, I
interesting to
have
hear.
had beef fillets and incredible turbot fish and scallops and all sorts of stuff there, sitting in Thomas's office, looking at the service go by, and I've been served an amazing wines. Not many places do it, and if they do it, and I think that's what the stories are about. And I think, you work hard, but this is how you get rewarded. Make the most of it.
Namaste, Mr. Keller. If you're listening, by any chance, if you're listening. So, fuck, this is so interesting, man. Um, so now, if we see, we have the first thing was you were in Lyon,
Hmm.
you came into Surrey, there was Bath, which is Hewel Jones.
That's correct.
From Bath, you went to California.
Uh, Still, I was at Havel Jones, but yes, I went to California.
California,
Yeah,
okay.
come back to Bath.
To Bath.
Yeah,
Okay, when did Gilpin come into picture?
uh,
After that, it's Gilpin, right?
that is correct. Yes.
Beautiful, please.
So 2011, I had almost completed 10 years at Lucknam, and I said to chef that time has come for me to be my own executive
Leave the
chef or
nest.
leave the
Yes,
nest, whatever
yeah.
you want to call it. And I started looking out for jobs, applying for jobs. Uh, I got 11 rejections, if I'm not wrong.
Today's job market.
11 rejections, uh, from country house hotels to small restaurants. Uh, Sad. Felt really bad. We lost the confidence. Then came the opportunity
Okay,
to.
I'm so sorry. Okay, two Michelin stars, 16 months within a year. Okay, this is, I like to tell this because I like to tell this to myself when I'm not so very in a good mood or whatsoever. People like you, or there are people, a lot of people who went through this, like
Mm.
11 rejections for a person like you. I don't know if you know Baman Irani or not. Do you know Baman Irani?
Yeah, yeah, of
Actually, like
course, yes.
he was doing a photography job, dude, and in all of that, before he got the Three Idiots virus role and everything, lots of rejections, nothing
Nothing
working
working.
out. So I figured it out. There is this, I had this in my phone, like I had put that a lot will go wrong before everything
Everything
goes right.
goes right. Yeah, no, 11 rejections, lost the confidence, and chef said that why don't you do the cookery school project at Lucknam?
Uh-huh.
So I said, yes, fine, I'll do it. And so I stayed another 2 years at Lucknam doing the cookery school from scratch. Absolutely enjoyed it. And then came the job at the Gilpin. So this
How did
was
it come? What happened?
applied for the job,
Okay.
and got a call from the owners, and they said that, yeah, we would like you to come for, do this. But then I didn't knew that it's going to be a television program to get the
Oh,
job. It was
okay.
called Alex Polizzi's Chefs on Trial. So we did that. Of course, they explained to me everything. At one point, I decided to pull out of it, but then I said, no, Rishikesh, you've won the Roux Scholarship, you've won the National Chef of the Year. Just apply the same sort of
Oh, so you
philosophy.
I'm so sorry, there was, I was just going to ask you, how do you park your ego and show up for it?
just just go for it. There is no I don't think so there is any ego or anything. I think if you want a job and you want to be at a certain class of hotel or restaurant, ego has got no scope in here. Just go for it, and find your way. And I think, again, this is what I mean by hard work is fun. It's hard work, you got to do it. Just go for it. So the owners, they explained to me everything, and I said, okay, fine, I'll apply the same philosophy of a competition and then do this job, and hope I win. And did that. So won the show, Alex Polizzi Chef on Trials. You can still see a few snippets of that on YouTube. And then came the Gilpin 2015, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
Is that correct? Yes, 2015. 2015. Yeah, the show was shot in November
Uh-huh.
2014, and then I started in 2015, then March 2015. I was a bit earlier then, but because the show had not been still on air, so I had to hide in the fridges so no guest can see me.
Oh,
So that, and then did the show, and then got the job, and then the journey towards that first executive chef, and the journey towards winning the first Michelin star, 3 rosettes. It all started. Um, Incredible journey, I tell you. The time at the Gilpin, the people around me, beautiful people, everybody was amazing. incredible journey. But I think the most pivotal point of winning the Michelin star, and I'm sure there are many chefs who have won the star, they know how it feels when you win it for the first time. Um, I was cleaning the dry stores at the Gilpin when one of my sous chefs, he came to me and he said, Rishikesh, there is some lady on the phone. Her name is Rebecca, and she wants to speak with you. And me being me, I was so much in cleaning that dry stores and organizing it. I said to him, look, we don't want any more staff. Just tell her that our recruitment, we are full, so I'm not interested. So he went, and then he came back and he said, no, she insists she wants to speak with you. It's like, oh, okay. So the way the Gilpin's kitchen was, you had 3 steps to go down and the door opens. So I was on the first step with the phone in my hand. It was a cordless phone. So if anybody thinks that it was a mobile, no, it was a cordless phone. Worked perfectly well. And I said, hello, it's Hrishikesh speaking. How can I help? And she said, oh, Hrishikesh, this is Rebecca Bird, the director of Michelin Guide UK. What did I was in my head, I was praying, I hope my Mariusz, who at that time was the sous chef, he said, I hope he hasn't said that what I said. I said, it's okay. And I did not move from that step. I just stood still. And she said that we had some incredible meals with you. And this is the first time Michelin Guide will be revealing the stars. So before that, used to just get a letter. But then this was the first time when Michelin will said that they're going to reveal the stars. So we are going to invite you to come to the revelation of the Michelin Guide UK and Ireland.
Ireland. Okay.
UK and Ireland. And I was like, yeah, okay, no problem at all. Rebecca didn't say to me that you got the star. They don't have, because that much, you have to,
Yeah, if they're calling you and
so in my head was like, what it is. So I said, is somebody taking a mickey out of me? So I literally asked her, is it really Rebecca Burr? And she said yes. And then she said that when I said yes, of course I'll be coming, and I said I'll be bringing the owners of the Gilpin with me, etc., etc. She said yes. After that, an email will come to you. Just follow whatever is onto the email, and then the rest is history. The moment when I saw that email pop in, I said, yeah, this is really serious. But until the day when the revelation took place, this was at Institute of Engineers in London. Beautiful place. If anybody gets a chance to go there, please go. There's a lot of history, and it just goes to show how advanced Britain was in engineering. There is a photograph of Mr. Ratan Tata, whom I met when in Paris. And some of the best engineers in the world have been there. So a historical place. So until the end, I was saying to my owners that we have come here just to fill the seats. But then there was a clear, how can I say, differentiation that those who were the guest, they went through a different door. Those who were going to get the stars, they went through a different door. And then the name was called, and amazing feeling. What a feeling. 10 years now, Michelin star.
Where was this in Paris?
No, this was in London.
This was
in London. I met Mr. Ratan Tata in Paris for the first time.
Okay.
And he said to me, "World is such a small place, Rishikesh." I was like, I just want to shake your hands. And
That is big deal, dude.
it was a small cafe in Paris, and I saw this board which said yoga or something. So I said, let me go and see what exactly the yoga bit is there. And then I turned around, and there is the Ratan Tata sitting there. And
Sonata. Just saying. Sonata. Sonata is another brand watch under
Mr. Tata.
Yeah.
No, and I literally saw him, and I said, I have to shake your hands. I'm so sorry. And I said, my name is Hrishikesh. I stay, my parents stay in Pimpri Chinchwad area. There is a telco literally right there, so close by. And I was so excited that I took him, and I made sure that he's introduced to all my friends in that cafe. We had come from Man Street, Paul Bocuse. So I introduced all of them, and I said, it's such a pleasure to meet you, and such a big, huge honor.
Oh, dude.
And this is where he said to me, yes, Rishikesh, world is a small place. You don't know whom you can to meet. I was like, yeah, cool.
Okay. With that, just tell me, how's the first morning after getting Michelin star?
Heavy, very heavy. The head was all over the place. How was the first morning? Amazing morning. It took a little time to digest the fact that you started your journey in India. You became a hotel management student. You worked in and you did so many different things. Then you went to France and you worked in Michelin star places. Then you came to the UK and you're working with the Michelin star chef. But then to get your own star, it was a great feeling. It was a great feeling for myself, for the team as well. Big feeling. Uh, and if anyone wants to be a Michelin star chef, go for it. Please go for it.
I wanna pray for Adam. If Rebecca, by any chance you're listening to this, I would want to put your attention to the French with Adam and Adam Reed at the French in Manchester. Just saying. Anyways, how was it like? How did you man? Not like just to understand. Were you able to were you aiming for it or what? Like less than 16 months or around 16 months? Like how did that
No, there was no such goal that I should that the Michelin star should be achieved in such and such time. No, there was no goal.
happen?
But when the television program was being shot and I was asked this question, so what do you want to, why you want the job here? And I just said straight on that, look, I want to be a Michelin star chef. That was
Okay.
that was my opening line.
Uh-huh.
And why a Michelin star chef? Not for ego, but purely because all my career I have worked with these beautiful chefs who have been respecting the art of gastronomy and have got their own stars, and you've been working with them. Then put yourself
You
a challenge.
aspire to be there.
Absolutely, that's a challenge. So go for it, and it teaches you a lot while
Absolutely.
you're working towards your star.
True.
So, no, that's why I just wanted. So there was no such goal. There was a time I remember. I remember the time when it was a busy service at the Gilpin, really busy service at the Gilpin. We were getting slammed for room service, lounge menu, and the fine dining because it all came from one kitchen at that time. And
I've been there, done that.
done that.
Honestly, yeah.
And
It's crazy.
there was a time, there was one main course that I plated, and I just felt that way. Okay, I'll have to wait for the Michelin star, not this year, but maybe next, hopefully for the next year. But no, that was not the case to be. So happy we got the star. So
That's
happy
great.
for all of us, for the team, for myself. It just puts you in a very different
League, place,
category, place.
mentality, whatever.
But then you have to maintain the star.
Yeah,
That's the hardest thing to do.
yeah, absolutely. I have seen this. Reaching the top 1% is easy, relatively, but being there is the hard part that comes into the picture. Great British Menu, you completed it twice. 10 on 10 on pudding, main course. TV is a different beast than kitchen. How did you cope up? How did you adapt? What surprised you the most being on camera? Everything. And I suppose if my research is correct, that's where you met Adam.
That is correct. Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Please go on. Yeah.
So, Great British Menu. How do I know this competition? Not because it was aired in the UK at that time, but when I was in France, I used to watch Great British Menu sitting in Brittany and watching the BBC show. And at that time, people like Marcus Wenning, etc., taking part in it. So, big, high-profile chefs taking part in the competition. So, it became sort of one part that I need to tick on my CV that I should take part in Great British Menu. It happened in 2018, 2019. 2018 was my first time. It was all to do with music. And not many know, but my great-grandfather started a music school in Pune. It still exists. It has completed more than 100 years. My father and his brother, they are the trustees. And now it will be us as a generation with the cousins who will be taking over to promote the arts of music.
Marathi classical?
Marathi, it's very classical Indian music, but you will get a chance to learn classical Indian singing and all the different
Instruments.
Instruments.
Too much of kitchen.
Yeah. So when it was music, I said, no, I'll take part in it. No problem at all, because I will use that philosophy. This is where I met Adam for the first time, and we went all the way into the finals. Of course, Adam's chicken edged me over. No, it was really good meeting him and then competing in there. TV is a different beast. That is correct. TV is entertainment, and you have to, you as a person, you have to make sure that you come the way you are. What is your personality? Uh, Although it's a TV competition, winning or losing doesn't really so much matter, because if you lose, you still get the exposure. If you
For
win,
sure.
you still get the exposure. But as a professional, you want to do your best, and I think that's what how you should approach any TV production competition programs. And that's exactly what I did. Exactly what I did. So, yeah, a lot of pressure, a lot of pressure, but then it also gives a chance to show the skill. The real reason to take part in Great British Menu was to promote where I was working at the Gilpin at that point, to show the nation, and if all the chefs and young chefs are watching that television program, that we as a hotel are based in the Lake District in Windermere. And if you want to come and join us in the kitchen or front of the house, me as a chef, this is what we do, and that's the amount of skills that we have. So it was more about that
Promoting
promotion.
Gilpin.
Gilpin, yeah, that much promotion. And it worked well. No, 10 out of 10 in the pudding. Tom Higgins was my first judge. Very harsh judge, but very fair.
Yeah.
And the name of my pudding was "And the Winner Is." So I decided to make it look like a trophy. So when you win the music awards, that's how the trophy will look like. It was a peanut semifreddo, which was like a disc, but then I cut the center out.
We'll put it over here.
And then I created a chocolate mousse, which was the stand of the trophy, and then I tempered the chocolate and cut it with the musical notes and stuck everything up there. And there was raspberry. What else was there? Raspberry coulis, a raspberry sorbet.
Jones might not be happy with that.
No, no, no. They will be all happy. So no, it just went and got 10 out of 10. It was crazy. Uh, it was Tom said to me, Chef Tom Atkins, he said that Rishikesh, you look like a possessed man,
Oh,
because I had
that's a
four
great.
different towels around me, and then there were 13 elements for the pudding, and for each element I had my spatula, so there were 13 clean spatulas
Oh,
on one side,
that is
and
so
then
good.
it was so organized, and it was crazy. Yeah,
That might have come from French Laundry.
French Laundry, yes.
All right. Still, we are at Gilpin, and still a one Michelin star, four rosettes. You decided to go to Farlam Hall. Why?
Um,
Farlam Hall,
Now
sorry.
I'm going to go back to my introduction to hospitality. I'm going to go back to Blue Diamond, and I'm going to go back there. That what was the real reason to enter hospitality is to be a hotelier. And then I think at the Gilpin, I didn't have that opportunity because it's a family business, so they have their own family members on the board. So I had no choice but to find something to come to that level as a director. So this is where I said almost 8 years at the Gilpin, maintain the star, four rosettes, did as much as I can. Will I be in that level? I don't think so. So there was a time to find something different, and then came the opportunity at Farlam Hall.
How did it come? Like, what happened?
It just came out of the blue, to be honest.
So someone contacted you.
Someone, yeah, and then it just came out of the blue, and it was more about, yeah, let's go and see what happens. So when I spoke with the owners of Farlam Hall, at first I thought, no, this is not right for me. But when I went and saw the place, I said, yeah, this will be perfect. It's small, not too big, not too small. It's just perfect. It's a part of Relay and Chateau Consortium, Pride of Britain. And I think this will be a good opportunity to step into that role of being a hotelier, chef patron and hotelier.
How old were you, by the way?
How old? I was 40
Something.
45. No, 43 at that time.
Okay.
Yes,
Good experience under you.
good experience. And then that's why, when you move to a different, when you leave the job and you go to a different property, you leave everything behind you. So the star was left, the four roses were left, everything else was left, and then you go to the new property, and then you just start working from scratch to build
I
where
want
you
to
can.
stress out, all right? 16 months, Michelin Star, 4 AA rosettes, and the way casually he's telling, oh, you have to give everything.
I mean, you're not going to get opportunities where everything's been
So
given for you.
aligned
Here's
properly. Yeah.
everything on a silver
Yeah.
platter. Yeah, go for it. So you can get that, or there is a choice. You can go for it, or you can go for something and then just work it out and work it out from scratch. So no, the goal, the challenge at Farlam Hall was to bring it to a level that is a four, like that is a proper four red star hotel.
Okay.
Bring it to the level that it should be, and then we managed to achieve that within 3 years' time. Michelin came just within 10 months, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I was so happy when we got the star back. Again, not just for myself but for the team, for the area there, because
Oh,
there
right.
was no
Yeah.
Michelin star in that
Right. Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
And it's not just about the Michelin star, equally the rosettes as well. It took 2 years to get the four rosettes back, which we have now, and we are pushing. But then also to create the place where people want to come and stay and enjoy good food and enjoy the good surroundings. And very proud to say, we got 58% of our guests return, and those who are new guests, they keep on returning back again. So it has taken us a lot of hard work to reach to this level, and it's working well.
I'm so happy to hear all of this, man. Honestly, here's something. So since you went into Farlam, right? So your role kind of changed from you're not now attending only kitchen. You're looking at the garden, keeping bees, thinking about the fallen trees, becoming napkin drinks and everything. How was the transition from a pure cook to like making sure you're the custodian of the entire guest experience now?
Yeah, this is where hard work is fun is not fun. I think, yeah, I
Mhm.
had to adapt very quickly. And
Mhm.
the one thing what I'll say is that once you reach to that level,
Hmm.
um, operations
Hmm.
are important, but
Hmm.
at the same time, sound management is also required. And
Hmm.
to balance all that out, it takes a little
Hmm.
while to understand that. Um, I think, yeah, for me, it was more about trusting the team around you.
Be the Rohit Sharma or MS Dhoni now.
That's correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
trusting them. They know what are the responsibilities. They know what their job role is, and you just got to trust them to get
backing
the job
them.
done.
Yeah.
Yes, there have been incidents, etc., which sort of make you learn about the place, and it makes you more stronger. But I think the toughest part is to manage everything. This also includes the social media of the place,
Mm.
uh,
Mm.
and make sure that it is of the right quality. And because I've been trained at the French Laundry, I've
Ah,
worked with Hywel Jones, and they have always been like, it has to be
precise.
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 This is where I think it takes the most amount of time, the precision. Sometimes you can't. I mean, look, when before we started, you had to make sure that the mic is working perfectly, the angle is correct, the batteries are full, everything is being precise. And I think that is true because you want your end product to be absolutely amazing. And I say this thing so many times, we people who've been sort of tuned to make things in precision. Whether it's precision or not, I don't know. Whether it is perfection or not, I don't know. But for us, even simple food like a simple salad needs to be perfectly put into the plate. It needs to look like a pyramid or a mountain. The edges needs to be perfectly clean. And when it goes to the guests, there needs to be a wow factor about it, that these are just mixed leaves with a little bit of dressing. But look at the shine on every leaf. Look at those leaves. They're crunchy, crispy, clean, no grit at all in there.
Otherwise, it bugs you.
It works a lot, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's and that's what I say to the team when we started Bistro Enkel at Farlam Hall. Enkel is the old Norse for simple. In Nordic, it means simple. So the food is simple. It's fish and chips. Okay, we do fish and chips, but it did not go well with me that we're just going to put fish, chips, tartar sauce onto the plate. No, it needs to be precise. The fish needs to be perfect codling, nice pointy tail.
Hmm.
The lemon, It needs to be caramelized onto the plancha so that when they drip that, you get these beautiful flavors that come through. The chips, chunky chips, should be into a beautiful pan. Two ramekins, one of mushy peas and one of tartar sauce, homemade tartar sauce, and it goes all onto the plate. So when the plate looks, it looks full, it looks beautiful, and then it goes. So that is the precision. It's simple food, but it needs to be absolutely precise. Pie, exactly the same. When we decided to do a pie,
Cottage pie, right?
not yeah,
Shepherd's pie.
shepherd's pie.
Okay.
We just wanted to make sure it is simple. Onion rings, oh my god, how many times I had bad onion rings in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I just said no, it needs to be precise. The temperature of the oil needs to be 180 precise. The batter, once they're dipped in and you put them into the fryer, just make sure they're light, beautiful golden brown color, but cooking slowly. And the reason why they should cook slowly is the onion, that is the rings, the onion, it starts cooking and it will give its own sweetness. And then when you have that beautiful crunchy batter, you get the perfect experience about it. So when you're doing things simple, you can't hide. And you got to concentrate on all these things. So yeah, there's a lot to learn at for me at Farlam Hall. And throwing things onto the plate, or just because it looks nice, let's have that hanger into the wardrobe. No, it has to have a class. It has to have some sort of quality. So it was
I do
hard
not
work.
disagree with you. There are certain aspects which I have in this endeavor of mine, which I can relate to you right now. What you mean, and sometimes the people who work alongside me, be it my editor, they get annoyed. But
Mhm.
I'm like, no, this is how we are doing it. I need it like that. This is where the logo should go. I need 3 seconds going tuck, 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 tuck. I sometimes don't understand how to
I to get
articulate
it
it,
done.
but I'm like, no, this is not going right. And sometimes I have to compromise because we are somewhere getting along the line. So that's there, and it bugs me still, honestly. So I relate to your feelings strongly. I promise. There's this philosophy which you have at Farham, which is like you want to, with the delightful simplicity and everything what you said right now, you want to have the smile, you want to leave a smile.
Mhm.
How do you try to achieve that with all of this which you said right now?
How to how to achieve that?
And how do
Just
you
do
like, what do you do to achieve that?
just do things properly. Use
Uh-huh.
common sense.
Yeah, we want 36 at 36 and 38 after that.
That absolutely. Do things properly. Do things properly.
Absolutely.
Understand your guests.
Mhm.
Understand their body language,
Mhm.
and understand their needs, and just make them happy. Go extra mile to make them happy. If there is a guest issue, if there is a problem, make sure that you are able to solve the problem while the guests are still there. Make them happy. If something that you cannot solve, let them know. Be honest rather than giving uh, some stupid reasons. Just be honest with them. Look, yeah, it's not going to work. This television is not going to work today. So it's better that we change the room, or what should we
Yeah,
do?
yeah,
Just be
yeah.
honest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Be honest. Honesty is the best policy, and follow back.
Not when you're a lawyer.
No, well, depends on that one. No, honesty is the best policy, and I think just do things properly. Just do things properly.
Mhm.
Maintain the quality, and I
Mm.
think the guests, they want to come and spend their money. They spend a lot of money.
Absolutely.
It's purely for that experience.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
why
You do
start?
not want to hamper that.
Absolutely not. No.
Mhm.
So how they leave with a smile is wh- when their car arrives at Farlam Hall, we can see it through the cameras. As soon as we see it's the guest that's going to check, one person from the reception team will go out, meet them at the car park, bring them to in the lounge area, ask them if they want any water, anything to drink, and then once that is done, it's a quick turnaround of taking the bags. Sometimes I take the bags upstairs and put them in the room. No problem at all in doing it. Give them a good tour. Let them know how their journey is going to be at Farlam Hall, right from the check-in to check-out, the timings, etc. And just ask them, is there anything else we can do to make your
Yeah.
stay memorable?
Mhm.
And constantly look after them. There is no such thing that if this person is a VIP, everybody's a VIP. Everybody gets the same treatment. But I think just do things properly. That's it.
Serving hundreds of guests, has anyone sent something back and they were right?
This is a tough one.
Yeah. Oh, very interesting. It made you
God,
think. Nice.
Jesus Christ! Oh no! Right, it's making me very quiet. If I say no, they were not right, then that will be my ego.
Mhm.
What I'll say is that it was their subjective opinion
Mhm.
about the food, and as a chef, as a person, I have to accept that opinion, respect that opinion, and then move on. So if something that have been sent that is not right, we just my job is to ask them how would they like to have the same dish, or is
Mhm.
there something that we can do different for them,
Mhm.
and then just make it happen. But so far we didn't have that. We had a couple of guest issues where food has been sent back, but mostly it is for the temperature of the food,
Mhm.
and the guest
You want it in a
want it to
certain
be
way.
in a certain way.
Yeah.
That's about it. Yeah.
And has any guest experienced or complained something which you secretly agreed to?
No, not really. No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Complaints, yes, that
Yeah.
you know that they're always there, and
Mhm.
you can't get everything right as a
Yeah.
business.
It
But
happens. Yeah.
have I
Even.
agreed to something? Uh, no, no, no,
Okay, because
no.
Adam, even I agree to you that you try to do everything at best. And Adam was explaining about this when if you are a vegan and if you have informed not informed us and you tell us that on the point that, oh, I'm a vegan, why am I served a non-vegetarian dish?
Mm.
So he was the first statement out of his mouth was, "We do our best." So I understand that, I can get that. You have tried British food with Indian soul,
Hmm.
Hyderabadi masala with lamb, Chettinad with Highland Wagyu. That's very interesting for me from my perspective, how much I know the UK culinary landscape now. And onion bhajis from when your mom was visiting. What are you doing in your own words? What are you exactly trying? What are you experimenting? What are you playing with now?
What I'm playing with is how flavors can be extracted from vegetables.
Mhm.
And if you think about this word, if you call them as Indian curries, it's basically
Okay,
a
okay. One second. This is a good stage. Hopefully, a lot of people watch this because of you. Curries is not a thing. It's an English thing or like a Western thing which has come up. Not everything is a curry. Okay, there are certain gravies, there are certain things which you actually call curry. Yes, that's so right, but that does not mean him and me every single day eat and have a curry.
curry,
Yeah.
correct. Let's call it as a gravy,
Yeah,
for
please. Thank you
or a
very much.
sauce, or an
Coming from
Indian
someone
sauce.
like you with such credibility, that helps a
Um,
lot. Thank you.
so yeah, no. So the idea is how to extract maximum flavor out of
Uh-huh,
those
uh-huh.
vegetables and make these sauces, and then bring them to a certain level of refinement. Example, Chettinad sauce. We
Mhm.
pass that sauce at least 7 times through a fine strainer.
I'm so sorry. Can you also please explain what is exactly chettinad sauce? Not some people might not know it.
So Chettiar is a lovely, lovely place in the south of India, and if you
Mhm.
get a chance to go there, the kings and the queens from Chettiar are still alive. Well, the generation is still alive, and the food that they ate was there was meat, fish involved, but it was spicy, lots of oil. And if you go to Chettiar, enjoy the cuisine. It's very unique. So from there comes the Chettinad sauce. Um, it's a spice mix, lots of different spices, but chili is dominant. Black pepper as well, and so when we did that sauce, we just wanted to make sure that the refinement is to the level that we need, that the textures are smooth, but then
Mm.
you still have the flavors of all the spices that and the vegetables that you have used. So we passed that sauce at least 7 times through a strainer to get that absolutely beautiful refinement, so that it looks silky smooth. There is a shine to it, and we found out that it goes really well with beef, especially with Highland Wagyu. It goes really, really well. So we just decided to
Again, I'm so sorry. What is Highland Wagyu? Not for
Highland,
me, for people who
Highland
might.
Wagyu. Highland Wagyu will be from Scotland,
Mhm.
and so Wagyu is the beef
A
breed.
cut of beef, right?
No, it's a breed from it came from Japan,
Okay.
Wagyu, if I'm
Cool,
not
cool.
wrong.
Mhm.
And there are several different types from F1 to A1, F5. So but Highland Wagyu, this gentleman who does his beef, extraordinary quality. And then we decided to use that with this sauce, with the chettinad sauce, and it worked well. We have done one of our signature dishes is cauliflower. It's a steak of cauliflower. Now I call it as a steak, but it's a big slice, nice thick slice, which is marinated in mild Madras curry powder with some white wine vinegar, a little of bay leaves and spices. And then we backpack it and leave it to marinate. And then afterwards, we'll steam it while it is still in the backpack. We'll steam that. So all the marination sticks perfectly to the cauliflower. We use soy milk instead of normal milk because soy milk's proteins are quite strong. They will break, the vinegar will break all the spices and the cauliflower, and all the spices will stick to the cauliflower perfectly. Once it's steamed, then we put it on the charcoal and then fry. You get lovely flavor. So it's like having a tandoori cauliflower, but done in a very different way. And then we serve that with the moily sauce. Again, that comes from the southern part of India. Moily, amazing.
Vegan dish for you?
It is a vegan
Vegan
dish.
dish?
It's a proper vegan dish. People ask me a question, are you sure you haven't used any animal products or anything? I said, no, not at all. Coconut milk is the one that is giving the glaze to the sauce. And then just to give that tiny twist, what we did with the sauce was we added a lime leaf to it. So we call it now as lime leaf moily. So all of a sudden, the sauce from the southern part of India has got this Thai tone to it. And then we serve that with puff rice, and it's like having cauliflower and rice, but very, very differently. So what are we trying to do? What we are trying to do, we are just bringing these unique flavors, not just from India, but from the world, to the cuisine, and we are doing something very different. We're not following a trend, that my food
We are
should be all.
making the trend.
We are making the trend. Yeah, you can call it. There are chefs who are using Japanese products, and that food has boomed here in the UK. But we want to stick to what we believe is going to give this unique experience, but work with the produce that is around us, and then bring all these different culinary styles, and I think it's working. Chili butter, we do chili butter. It looks like a chili. It took some time for us to get that right, but chili butter, many of you, those who are from Maharashtra, those who are listening, we make this green coconut chutney that is normally put into a bread as a sandwich. There is a beautiful small shop called Marzopan in Pune camp,
Yeah.
and they used to do this beautiful sandwich. It was just simple bread with butter and that green chutney, and people used to queue to eat that. So we applied those techniques, and we made that chili butter. So we make the chutney, we blend that with butter, we make our own butter, we blend that, and then we put it into a silicone chili mold, which is then frozen. So once it's frozen, you take it off. It looks like a chili, and then we dip that into cocoa butter. But the cocoa butter it will be colored red or green, and then afterwards, and then it looks like a chili. While we are doing this chili, while we are doing the chutney, the trimmings of chili, we make chili oil and we glaze chili butter with that oil. So you have got this beautiful butter, and then that has become one of our signature parts of the
Now
journey.
you yourself tell me, how is Michelin supposed to like operate in India with all of this?
They will. There are a lot of experienced people in Michelin's body that they will be able to operate it. And no, what are we trying? We are not trying something mind blowing. It's not rocket science. I think we're just making sure that our food has got all the flavors and textures, and it is giving something different compared to other restaurants that are around. Will we call ourselves as Indian, progressive Indian? No, not really. We still follow the techniques of French cuisine. There is a solid base of French cuisine in what we do. So yeah, that's what we are trying to do.
Crazy. It's excellent to have a look and propagate that UK's culinary scene is developing with likes of you.
Thank you.
I wanted that, honestly speaking.
I hope so that
Yeah.
that
That adds a lot of good
as a
things
person
to it.
and as a team, we are making a difference to the UK culinary scene.
Absolutely.
And I hope that people are watching what we are doing.
Yeah.
But again, it's not for fame and glory and everything.
No,
I think
yeah,
we all are
it's
earning
for
our
actual contribution.
but and equally, earning our livelihood. That's the whole idea behind it.
Absolutely. Have you operated in Europe apart from?
No, never been.
Not yet. Okay.
Apart from my education in culinary arts, I've never been to Europe. No.
What was it like when your mom came and you had made the this is the last part of Gilpin. When your mom came, you made the onion bhaji and got like it went to such a way that it made its way on the menu at Gilpin. How? Why? What happened?
The story behind
With
onion.
all what you're telling about the Hyderabadi masala lamb chettinad, an onion bhaji, which is like a street food in India, just for the people who might not know, made its way to Gilpin's menu with that stature. Explain.
The story behind onion bhaji is that with my mom, we used to go quite a lot to Lonavala.
Mhm.
We take
The Amsterdam, sorry, Amsterdam is the Lonavala for Europe.
we used to go there quite a lot.
Uh-huh.
Take a local train from Pimpri train station and then go to Lonavala, which was the last stop.
Mhm.
From there, we used to go to a point called the Duke's Nose, if I'm not wrong. It's still there. And then there was another point called Amrutanjan Point. I think it still exists because there was this big board of Amrutanjan balm, if I'm not wrong, for headaches and everything. That's why it was called Amrutanjan Point. So
Yeah.
used to go there, and then on our way back, we used to go to a kiosk and eat onion bhajis. That was the best part of that whole journey, to eat those onion bhajis with tamarind chutney and a little bit of fried green chili sprinkled with salt.
Hmm.
Spicy, but absolutely amazing. And moving forward, at the time at Gilpin, I was thinking about the snack, and we had this huge amount of braised beef remaining, and I didn't know what to do. And then the idea just sort of sprung up in my head that if I take shallots, which are quite small, baby shallots, banana shallots, if I take the baby ones and then cook them and take the exterior of the shallot and use the beef, because beef works really well with spices.
Mhm.
Add the same spices that are used for onion bhaji, mix it nicely, and then put that into the skin and then shape it like an onion, and then put it through panko breadcrumbs and fry. So what we got is a beautiful looking onion, but it has got all the flavors of onion bhaji and beef, etc., in there, which is looking perfectly like a baby shallot. And then we made our own ketchup to go with it, because I don't want to just go and take a ketchup from the Heinz tomato ketchup. So we made our own ketchup, but the ketchup was very liquidy, so we had to set that with agar, and then once that was set, we blended it and it became into a ketchup gel perfectly, and it made onto the menu. We've used it several different times, and it works really well. So when my mom came here, she was quite surprised. Of course, beef, we don't that we when I'm in India, I don't eat it, I don't cook with it because of the sacred
Mhm.
religious
Associations, yeah.
association, and I still respect that.
Mhm.
In here, I have got a job to do, and I'm working with so many different people who eat it. So we just decided to do one work with it, and it just worked. So a onion bhaji from Lonavala it
Made its way to
made
Gilpin.
its way to Gilpin, and there was a campaign. We wanted to do a campaign for it, that because of the association of the train and going to Lonavala, we went to Oxenham train station to do that campaign, but unfortunately did not get the permission to film at the train station, or else it would
Oh,
have been an amazing campaign.
right.
So
Heinz, you have an opportunity to crack. Oh, researching techniques. All right. French cuisine, you say, is your base. What do you think about French cuisine? And
um,
also tell me what's your favorite cuisine.
French cuisine, yeah. What I think about French cuisine, precise, very refined, very much, where quite a lot of different countries have adapted it, and still, well, an important part of gastronomy, and many people should learn and enjoy. What's my favorite cuisine? Apart from Indian cuisine, which I
Mhm.
can eat every single day, I think Chinese and Japanese are
Oh,
always.
do you still miss the triple fried rice and Chinese?
Oh yes, we don't get that in here anymore.
Do
No, we do
I,
not.
I guess I would say, okay, maybe there is a restaurant in Manchester which makes it close. The chef who makes it, I genuinely, I have that name on my tip of the tongue, the chef. uh, yeah, he makes it beautiful. Okay, he's the closest I have got to over here,
Oh yeah,
95%.
okay.
That is enough for me. I live with it over here. And to like, I want it, I want to have it again. I'm just waiting for it, like whenever I get a
I'm sure he
chance.
must he must have some Indian roots there to make those
No,
triple chani.
he is Indian.
Okay,
He has come over here now. He has been over here for like a decade now. But yeah, he still makes it absolutely like the Pune fried rice,
right.
man.
I see. So yeah,
Yeah,
no, they're my favorite. There is a lot of
Surat
cuisine.
chef, Surat chef. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
They are my favorite cuisines because there's a lot of precision in there.
Yeah.
I still haven't gone to Japan, but I will one day go
Hmm.
and understand the whole philosophy of Japanese cuisine. Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna put you on the spot and ask you, worst you have eaten in a Michelin star restaurant?
worst.
If you don't want to mention the name, it's okay. Wanna tell the experience?
No, I don't think so. No, there is
Okay.
nothing that comes to my head worst as
Mm-hmm.
such. I've
Uh,
eaten
Sorry, please go.
I've eaten crap food in
You
restaurants.
have eaten what?
Crap
Craft
food,
food. Okay.
crap,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely crap
Mm-hmm.
in the
Mm-hmm.
restaurants, and I've complained about it,
Mm-hmm.
but it hasn't happened in the Michelin star. No,
Okay, that's
that is
good
good.
to know. Yeah. Okay, a young Indian kid, how a young Indian kid, how who may be watching doing HM, what would you want to tell them? How would you want to guide them through this medium of this platform? However.
Anyone who wants to take in wants to take a career in hospitality, be a chef, front of the house, whatever they want to. I think the most important bit for you is to understand and learn
Mm-hmm.
discipline. Is very important. Discipline is very important. You need to be patient.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get things on a silver platter. Let
Mm-hmm.
me just tell you, if you get them, be lucky, appreciate, but do not have the ego.
Mm-hmm.
Learn to respect people around you, especially your superiors, because they have got lots of experience. And then take your time to make sure you understand your craft. Once you understand your craft and you have some sort of mastery on it, then try to break the rules. That's what I'll say. Take your time, take your
Mm-hmm.
time. Just because you mastered a section in the kitchen or in the restaurant doesn't mean you are restaurant manager or doesn't mean you become the head chef. No, take your time. Make the same stuff time after time. You made a stock today, it has come out perfect. Tomorrow the stock may not be correct. You made a bread today, it's perfect. Then you should apply the theory of tomorrow I want my bread to be even better. The next day, if the bread is better, just say to yourself, can I make it even more better? How? Start working on it. So take your time and explore everything that you can, what this industry has got to offer. And then you will see you will be in a very, very good place. Discipline, patience, respect, and take your time.
Tendulkar had done this. You might know that he respected his bat and everything around those lines. Some
Yes.
common traits. uh, then, was there any moment anywhere, where you were at the rock bottom and where you thought this was a messy wrong call? Shouldn't have done this.
Uh,
Yeah.
No, I've got no regrets of what I've done. I've got no
Mm-hmm.
regrets of the career that I have chosen
Mm-hmm.
and what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody has to go through that phase of rock bottom, possibly.
Hmm.
Those who don't go, good. Those who go, good as well. Learn from it. But that provoked me to write a note on positivity. And I think
Mm-hmm.
positivity is not going to take your pain away at all,
Mm-hmm.
but it just gives you the courage to fight what you want to do. Um, so I understand the principles of life, and I think rock bottom teaches you that there is no need to run away and change and think the world is against you. And if I have to take one conclusion on this one or one lesson from the Gita, the Holy Gita, that what Lord Krishna said to Arjun, that life is not to run away. Life is for living and make the most of it while you are living, because as a human being, you are perfectly capable of making good and bad decisions. And that is going to make you the person who you are. So do not run away when you hit rock bottom. In fact, say to yourself, yes, bring it on. Let's fight it and see where you go. At least you tried by fighting. And if you lose, but you tried, that's the most important bit.
Yeah, after talking to people like you, man, I am more provoked every single time to read the Gita more. I have,
Hey,
yeah.
if you get a chance to do it because although it's a holy book,
No, it's more
okay,
than that. I would
it's
say
more than
that.
that,
Yeah,
and it,
yeah,
it just tells you the principle of living good life. And when you think about it, it's a lot is so much common sense, and
yeah, yeah.
it makes you feel from inside that
Mm.
how how sometimes we don't are not aware of the situation of what we are doing. And if we get that much, if we are tuned and we understand the awareness of it, I think things will be very different for all of us.
Yeah. Okay, few miscellaneous questions from here. All right, like we are almost done. Um, you have mentored loads of chefs. Has anyone taught you something and that has stayed with you from the other
Oh
side?
yeah, I know. Of course, yes. I know I've got a lovely senior sous chef. His name is Ben Her, which has taken part in the National Chef of the Year competition. I've learned so much from him as a person who introduced some techniques to me. My head chef, whose name is Owen. Him and I are working for 7 years together. He came to me as a young child, and a young child, 19 years old. Lots of X factor. I learned the confidence that he has as a youngster. I learned a lot from him. My executive chef Mariusz, him and I are working for 10 years together now, and with him, he is such a down to earth person that he has solutions for every single problem. So,
Who?
Mariusz,
Okay.
he's got solution for every single problem. So his positivity is infectious, and he always says, "Oh, don't worry, we will make this
We'll
work.
figure
We'll
it
make
out.
it
We'll
happen.
figure it
We'll
out.
make it happen."
Yeah.
So these people are working with me, but then I also see young chefs. So I've just literally judged the semifinals of the Young National Chef of the Year, and some of them youngsters had no fear whatsoever, and the flavors and the techniques that we're bringing on the plate was mesmerizing. As a chef, I learned something unique from them. They are so much into infusions, fermentations, etc., and it made me feel a bit old. Jesus. Uh, but you constantly learn, and I'm glad that I still feel that I'm learning from
Yeah,
youngsters, so
yeah.
that there is no such ego that I know everything.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. No, it has to be that. That's what I figured out. That doesn't. I personally feel that even though I have been doing this so much now, and I'm like, oh, you can do this as well. Oh, you have to
Mhm.
do that as well. Oh, you can get this and make it better and blah blah whatsoever. This setup is that like that refinement which I have got.
Mhm.
So it's good to at times understand that okay, we're doing little right. That's enough. And in anything, sorry, just one sec. Yeah, you said about dishes and everything, right? Every dish you make, you said, has a story which is created by whom and specific flavors. Any dish on your menu currently which is like most personal to you? What's the story behind it?
The current dish, well, I'll say tandoori beef Wellington is one of the biggest story we've
Okay.
ever done. Beef Wellington, or Wellington itself, is a very classic British dish.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not easy to do, although it looks very easy. Frying the beef, making the pancakes, making the pate, and then mushroom duxelle, and then wrapping everything together. But we gave a twist to it by marinating the beef in tandoori spices, and then cooking in a tandoor the beef, and then afterwards doing the Wellington, and then using the wet spices for the tandoori. So that is yogurt and ginger garlic paste. This is all wet. We made the tandoori gravy, applying the techniques of French philosophy of making a jus or a sauce. And it sort of became one of our signature dishes. And it's very unique. I did that dish on James Martin's Saturday Kitchen Live show. And we then have done takeaway tandoori beef Wellingtons. People have come to Farlam Hall to take that stuff from us and then go home and then cook. So it's a very unique dish. It's got lots of stories. But the reason why tandoori beef Wellington, why not chicken or why not anything else? Purely because beef adapts perfectly well with those temperatures and the flavors that we want to achieve. Why did we do tandoori beef Wellington? Because on my trip to Lonavala, there are quite a lot.
We're going back to Lonavala a
There is
lot.
a small restaurant, or there's this big restaurant now called El Taj, Eltaj, and they used to have these beautiful chicken skewers, tandoori chicken skewers, hung, and you could clearly see those beautiful red in color, and it still is in my head. And this is how I started thinking about the flavors.
Okay. And are the British guys surprised when they see that an Indian origin chef is making the classical menu?
Absolutely. This tandoori beef Wellington was served at, it was served for 250 covers, and it was an event hosted by the Royal Academy of Culinary Arts. And you have very uh, old school British chefs who are the members of it, who were there. And when we served the dish, it went as a blast. It was absolutely loved by everything. The subtleness of the spices and that extra twist that it brings makes this dish absolutely different. So people appreciate it, and it has become one of our biggest big sellers.
And it is that you refuse to soften for the British people
I won't say no. No, I think I won't.
or the British audiences. Sorry, my
Uh, no, we've got pav bhaji on our menu.
bad.
uh,
Yeah.
we make a milk bread, which is like brioche,
Mm-hmm.
but we do pav bhaji as a dip to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
But the pav bhaji is done with the same 13 different spices. It has got the same aroma, chili, etc. But we don't soften it, and it's appreciated. And I don't think so. We'll ever change it either. I don't think so. We'll change it either.
Adapt to spice.
Pav bhaji, yeah, no, we'll change it either. No.
Yeah. Last two things, two random questions. All right. Anything in the Michelin world everyone knows and but no one talks about?
Um, Look, guys, when you get a star,
Hmm.
2 stars, 3 stars, you are under pressure.
Oh, yeah,
You are in the limelight.
Hmm.
You got to
Hmm.
need to have the consistency.
Hmm.
So that pressure can sometimes be immense.
Hmm. You're right. Yeah.
So
Hmm.
just enjoy it. And if by no one should go through this thing, but
Hmm.
if you lose the star,
Hmm.
just get it back. Okay, when you lose the star doesn't mean you are a bad chef.
It's not the end of the world.
Something went wrong.
Hmm.
Get it back. And Michelin is a beautiful body who will always understand this thing. So I think nobody talks about it, and I think we should sort of talk about it to the youngsters as well, that you know enjoy that star, enjoy what's been given to you, and if you lose it, just go back and take it, no problem at all.
4 years old again at an Indian wedding, watching the food come out, feeling the something you can't name yet at the moment. If that little boy from Pune could see you today, what would he think? This is a very question.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right. Now, this is a question that,
But
goodness
that may
me,
make you think.
it's opened a lot of different cans of worms and everything.
Hmm.
This 4-year-old kid had the family around him,
Hmm.
his friends, cousins, relatives, they were all in one place. And this 4-year kid didn't knew that he will have to, it was a choice still, that he will have to go abroad and do what is needed to be done and live a living. Everything is there, but breaking those relations is quite tough. When I say breaking the relations, doesn't mean I've broken the relations. When you leave the country to do something different, you are not constantly in touch with your past.
That's so true.
And I think it hurts a lot. So the glory of this for this 4-year-old, um, it's amazing, incredible. Everybody should do it. I think so. But at the same time, you sacrifice immensely.
There's always a cost attached to it.
And if you're ready to sacrifice,
Yeah.
then do it. But then I see my daughters,
Hmm.
and I really don't want them to sacrifice so much.
But what would the 4-year-old boy think about it when he would see you, if suppose?
Well done. Well done. You
Yeah.
stuck to it. Well
Yeah.
done. Well done for being
Hmm.
being honest, loyal, respectful. And these words are not coming because I have this ego or anything.
Yeah.
But well done. And I think, yeah,
Not bad, not bad,
not bad.
not bad. Uh, in Hindi, there is a phrase. I'm concluding it now. Thank you. In Hindi, there is a phrase, all right, which says like "Chota muh badi baat" kinds. You are in experience and accolades way above me and everything. I have no shy to accept that. And in that, Jimmy Carr's one of the reels I was watching, which is always gonna stay with me now because that will give me the support if I hit rock bottom anytime. is that what he was saying, the audience member, he was doing his comedy and whatever, and the audience said that, oh, my child is getting bullied, what to do about it, or something around those lines. And then Carr was like, you know what, like, oh, I'm so sorry that your child is getting bullied, but you can't do anything about it, don't do anything about it. It's sad, but it's the truth that you cannot have a great character and an easy life.
No, you can't. No.
And that's in this, I don't know what it might be, but I would like to tell you that at this point. Because yeah, you cannot have a great character and an easy life at the same time. So
Yeah.
we'll get through it whatever
We'll get
it
through
may
it with whatever
be.
it is. Yeah, it is true. No.
Yeah, so
There was
I
a lovely, his name is, I don't know whether this gentleman's passed away or not, Dr. Jayant Naralekar,
I know the story. I guess I know the story. Please go on.
one of the greatest astrophysicists
Okay,
who declined the job at NASA, if I'm not wrong, if that's what the truth is. And I had a chance to meet him and take him from his residence all the way for Pune's Pride Awards, with the host at that time. It was awarded by Jackie Shroff and Manisha Koirala. They were in boom at that point. Anyways, talking about him, the first time when I went to see Mr. Naralekar, Dr. Naralekar, in his office, it was he's an astrophysicist. I was expecting something unique, but what I did not expect is the secretary said to me, "Yes, please go through the door." So I opened the first door, and then there was this room, no windows, nothing. It was white in color, absolute white in color. Even the floor was white. And then there was a second door. So I opened the second door. It was dark, and I can see a small sort of gentleman approaching towards me. And that was Mr. Naralekar. But then you can see all the photographs of the comets, the galaxies, and everything all around it. And as I entered, he said to me that, "Hrishikesh, this white room is nothing. This means nothing." And then from that, you've just entered where everything has started. And for you, that's a lesson that from nothing, you start everything. But to build every single galaxy, planet, etc., has taken ages, years and years and years, millions, billions, maybe 13.8 billion years ago, the first Big Bang happened. And he said to me, that's what life is. It takes time. It's hard work.
Good things
Push
take
on.
time. Good
Jesus.
things take time. Yeah, absolutely. Anything I have missed, Rishikesh? Anything? you
No,
wanna
I think
add?
we've covered everything all. I think I've
This might be your first time having such a deep conversations or anything, and like for a good amount of time. All of your videos I have seen are below 20 minutes.
Thank you. No, I think we've covered it all. I think
absolutely.
it's a good time to go for it and have something.
Absolutely. Quick thing. Thank you, every single person who has contributed in getting this to happen. My general manager, Chris, concierge Deepak, who helped you out, Daria, who served you coffee, Guillaume, who cooperated. He's our restaurant manager who cooperated with us, our reservations team, making sure we have a booking in this house tonight. But they were still like, okay, go for it. Imogene and Romana, housekeeping team, for making sure this is all good. Isabella and Irina and Sandy, who are there. The reception to help you out, Micah as well. Gregory Wade is behind camera today for me. Thank you very much. And that is it. Thank you so much for Adam for this introduction. That's what set everything in motion. This is happening. Great conversations. This will be one of my great conversations for season 3 and for the podcast. Thank you very much for coming in, making it happen. And that is it from my side. Anything to add?
No, thank you very much for listening, and thank you very much for all the team here at Stock Exchange to make it happen. But I hope you like what I've said, and I hope it's an inspiration for someone. But like I said, hard work is fun.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for making it happen. Whatever you're going through and you still made it over here, thank you very much for that from the bottom of my heart. That is it from my side. One of the finest episodes in my view, my standards, and with no bugs today, what I expected it to be. It was so good. Thank you very much. That is a wrap on this one. That was Hrishikesh Desai from Farlam and Siddhiraj Kulkarni taking your leave today. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you. Cool.
Yeah.
Right. I think I'll go and